What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elliott Delp, and today we're going to be doing a review of this Stag 15 Tactical Chambered in 5.56. Should be a great little video, so let's get right into it. So, like I said before the intro rolled, I'm going to be doing a review on this Stag Tactical Chambered in 5.56. If you're unfamiliar with Stag arms, they are a they're pretty big manufacturer of firearms. I wouldn't say they're small by any means. They do widely sporting rifles like AR-15s. So that's their niche. And they're really known for, if you're a left-handed shooter, they do make a left-handed AR-15. This is not one of them, but the ejection port is on the left side. Really cool stuff. So if you want to check out this, head on over to the link in my description, TakeSomeoneOutdoors.com. There you can find the link to this awesome firearm. If you're wondering where the Linktree went, they shut me down because of firearms, so screw Linktree. TakeSomeoneOutdoors.com. Also at TakeSomeoneOutdoors.com you can find one of the supporters of the channel that provided ammunition for this awesome review here, Callaway Ballistics. They're out of Alabama. They're a really great little company, really coming up in the world in terms of manufacturing ammunition, remanufacturing ammunition. They sent out some remanufactured 223 for this video, so big shout out to them. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the actual review of this thing. It has the chrome lined barrel, phosphate barrel, chrome lined on the inside. That's what its description is online. It MSRPs for around $1,200, so it's on up there in terms of AR-15s. It's not your Palmetto State Armory $400, $500 rifle. This is a pretty pricey rifle, and well, I wouldn't say it's very pricey, but you're getting on that medium range of spending. Alright, let me tell you a little bit about the specs of this thing and what it comes with and all of its little features and whatnot. So first thing you notice when you look at this thing, flat dark earth. So the difference between the flat dark earth and the black is $50. I am flat dark earth all the way. If I have multiple plate carriers, flat dark earth, pistols, flat dark earth, I love flat dark earth. So for an extra $50, I think it's worth it. And I mean, it's, according to Stag, flat dark earth is the new black, so take it for what you will. So it's a very nicely colored rifle. It has nice accents. It's not straight flat dark earth, which is one thing I don't like. So they did a really good job about that. Also clear. In terms of features, you have the Magpul MOE SL stock. This is a very, very nice stock. It can really be done for anything. It really be used for anything. If you want to put a scope on it, it served that purpose well. Or if you just want to put a red dot like I have on it, that'll work too. The stock has a QD point right here in the back. This is how you adjust it. Simple. Very standard. You have an MOE grip right here, color matched on those two. Really nice stuff. I mean, Magpul really sets the standard for everything, so it's kind of expected to be on there. Nothing special about the lower parts. So the trigger, the bolt, everything about it is pretty much mil spec to the point. Short, sweet, and whatnot. You have a mil-spec bolt in there. Really nice. I mean, it is what it is. When you start working this way is where you really get into the piece de resistance of it. You have a super light Stag rail. Stag rail, beautiful looking things. They have Stag arms here, right up here at the front, and really light. This is a 13.5-inch rail on a 16-inch rifle. This is like my favorite setup. So I hate a 15-inch rail that goes all the way to the end. It's just, I'm just not a fan of it. So 13.5 work really well, and I think it keeps the rifle looking pretty decent. So I think it's nice. You have your barrel. Did mention the chrome lined. It's phosphate. It's 4150, I do believe, steel for the barrel. And then on the very end you have an A2 flash hider. The barrel is a government profiled barrel. The gas system on it is a mid-length gas system. And you have a carbine buffer, in case you were wondering how the complete gas system works. So that's pretty much, I would say, the specs of the rifle. I think it's a very nice little rifle. I'm not exactly sure on the weight. I'll pop up the weight somewhere up here, but it feels considerably lighter than my other 16-inch rifles, like the Radical that I had on the channel, I guess, a few weeks ago. Considerably lighter than that one. So really, really nice, really high quality rifle. That's one thing I would have to say about Stag Arms, is they do make very high quality firearms. When you get this thing, you're not like, it's a little grody, the finish isn't nice. Like, they're spot on in terms of all that stuff. That's one thing you can count on with Stag Arms. I've never had a problem with their accuracy or reliability, but I guarantee you they'll be a nice finished rifle when you get it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about its range performance and how I have this rifle set up, and kind of how it did. So when I first got the rifle, I bought a SIG Romeo 5. I have yet to do a review on that, so stay tuned. So I sighted in the SIG Romeo 5. We have a Streamlight ProTac up here, pressure pad and all, fun stuff. And we have a BCM hand stop, and I put a little QD mount right here so I can run a sling on it. This is honestly one of my favorite rifles at this point in time. They are holding the line in terms of my favorite pistol and my favorite rifle at this moment. I have a Diamondback 308 that I really like a lot, but in terms of my 5.56s, this is just a really nice, really good shooting rifle. Super accurate, just right out of the box. I think it took me, I sighted it in at 50 with the Callaway ballistics. 2 shots to sight in. I mean, this sucker was cutting each other at 50 yards. Went straight from 50, shot the 50 or shot the 100-yard steel, shot the 150-yard steel, and shot the 200-yard steel, and I was like, sight in, done. No need for that. Really accurate. I'd give it like a 1.5, 1 MOA in terms of the accuracy out to 100 yards. Really good shooting rifle. Okay, so that's all to be said about that. In terms of reliability, the thing functioned flawlessly. Okay, we've shot it a ton. Me and Hunter spent tons of time at the range gathering footage, just practicing with it, moving with it. I mean, we got the light on it, so we were out there at night a few times, and I mean, it's just been really reliable, really good shooter. So that's all I have to say about that. Now, where does the Stag 15 Tactical fall into your gun safe? What's its purpose here? So I think it's a very good do most weapon. Would I say it's a long range weapon? No. Would I say it's a mid-range weapon? Yes, very much so. Would I say it's a close range weapon? Yes. 16-inch barrel lends itself to being good for that mid to close range. You can still swing it really good, and you can still reach out there really good. If you want to throw an optic on this, like something with a little bit more magnification, you could shoot 300-400 yards, I think, with it, with how good it was shooting for me. And I'm not that great of a shot, I'll be the first to tell you. It can also be good for hunting. If you're not hunting in Virginia, like I am, A lot of states allow you to hunt with 5.56 for a whitetail. This would be good for that. If you're in one of those states, this would be a good predator, a good varmint. You know, them smaller game, coyotes, killer coyote gun. I mean, you could just absolutely wear it out. Personal defense, I mean, that's another thing this thing would really shine on. And I mean, it's like I said, it's pretty much a do-all. You can, even if you wanted to stretch it out to longer ranges, I think you could do so. You just have to have really good ammunition and be a really competent shot. But I don't think that's its purpose. I think its purpose is it could be a really good hunting gun for somebody that is allowed to use for smaller game, whitetail or coyotes, and a really, really good personal defense, you know, crap hits the fan type stuff. Really reliable, really good shooter, and is gassed perfectly. I don't know why I just decided to mention that right there, but it was gassed perfectly. It's just overall very, very well built, very competent rifle. So with all that being said, what would some of my drawbacks be? Some of my drawbacks of this particular rifle itself would be price point. So you're sitting at $1,200. That is a pretty high price point. You get a lot of quality out of it. You get a good rifle, but it is a little bit pricier. Could you get the same performance out of maybe a Palmetto? Probably not. But is it enough performance to justify the price? I don't know. That's one of the things. Like, where does the price? Law of diminishing return is really what it is. What it sets itself to. So that's my biggest downfall of it, and I think that's really it. Pros, really good shot. It's very accurate. Little AR-15. It is a very well built, well finished, attention to detail, taken care of AR-15, and that's all I really had to say about it. I'll kind of wrap this video there. Would like to say thanks again to Stag Arms for sending it out. Go check them out. Link is in the bio. TakeSomeoneOutdoors.com, because screw Linktree. Also, shout out again to Callaway Ballistics for feeding the beast while for the review. I really appreciate that. Also, I would like to shout out one of the big supporters of my channel, LA Police Gear. Code DELP gets you 12% off anything on the website. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up from them. We're going to be shooting some AR-500 plates versus their ceramic plates. It'll be a good video. So stay tuned for that. And if you want to stay up to date on all the deals, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, follow me on TikTok. I post all kinds of deals. Like, if this stuff ever goes on sale, make sure to follow me, because I'll post about it. And I don't want to hear it if you're like, oh, I really want a Stag Arms, it's a little expensive, and then I find it on sale and then you miss it. So follow me on Instagram. Other than that, I think that about does it. I'll see y'all in the next one. As always, take someone outdoors. Peace.